This is a DIY SM7B microphone that was made out of a $20 Behringer microphone with 3D printed parts. I am speaking through it right now. And this is another Shure SM7B microphone that cost me $170 from Alibaba.com in China. And finally, this is the $400 Shure SM7B microphone that I got locally here in North America, which makes me wonder, is it still worth paying $400 for the Shure SM7B? Before you tell me which one sounds better and which one you can afford, I want to confess that I'm personally addicted, surprisingly, to the cheaper $20 version. Even though you may agree or disagree with me, the point of this video is to probably save you some money, especially if you love the Shure SM7B and cannot afford to pay $400. You can be sure to get the same SM7B design, look, and matching sound quality options, if not better, at a lower cost. There is also a possibility that the $170 Shure SM7B could be fake, but we're gonna find out. Though fake or real, I think it might still have its place on your desk depending on your situation. Now, to be fair, I have all the three microphones running through my Vocaster One interface, and that is capable of providing enough gain for both SM7Bs without needing to add any extra gain booster, which, by the way, you would need if you were using a regular interface that doesn't have a built-in gain booster. That's actually where the DIY Shure SM7B microphone wins, because it's made out of a $20 Behringer XM8500 dynamic microphone, and that wouldn't need as much gain as the regular Shure SM7B. The DIY project is inspired by Caleb from DSLR Shooter YouTube channel. Files should be available for free on his website if you can do 3D printing, but if not, you can order the 3D printed parts and build the mic for yourself. Personally, I didn't want to mess up with 3D printing, so I ordered the 3D parts, and the total was about $42 plus the $20 for the XM8500, so a total of roughly $65 plus shipping, of course. Building the mic is super easy. Insert into the SM7B 3D printed housing. Just remove the top part of the XM8500, add the grill, your favorite SM7B form of your choice, and voila! Again, Caleb has more detailed instructional videos. The project also includes an SM58 version, which will sound even closer to the Shure SM7B, since the two microphones are made by Shure and the capsules are almost identical. For a side-by-side testing, again, this is the sound from the Shure SM7B microphone that costs $400. And this is the sound coming from the $20 DIY SM7B. Again, this is the sound coming from a $400 Shure SM7B microphone, and this is the sound coming from a DIY $20 SM7B microphone. One more time, by the way, you can get a black version of the DIY $20 SM7B microphone, and this will be the sound coming from a $400 SM7B microphone. Even though this DIY microphone sounds really good and looks close to the Shure SM7B, you still notice that there are look and design differences, like the housing finish and feel, but also the XLR cable and yoke is kinda missing. So that takes me to our $170 option from Alibaba.com. This microphone promises to be 100% real, not fake, according to the seller that I got it from. So the design is 100% Shure SM7B, and the sound quality is supposed to be 100% Shure SM7B. Is it though? So when it arrived, the mic seemed to have all the Shure logos and branding. The packaging seemed to be a little different, which I understood because it was coming from China. But other than that, it has some minor detail differences, like the way certain parts are painted and the quality of the XLR cable seemed a little lower, but to be honest, no one can really tell the difference unless you are a super detailed person. The main deal breaker for me would be the sound quality, and I will let you be the judge because you're listening to it right now. For the side-by-side comparison, this is the sound coming from the $170 Shure SM7B, and this is the sound quality coming from a $400 Shure SM7B microphone. Again, with the same settings, this is the sound coming from a $170 SM7B microphone from Alibaba.com, and this is the sound coming from the $400 Shure SM7B that I got locally here in North America. Let's keep quiet for the noise level. So before I give you my thoughts if this microphone is real or fake, you could actually subscribe to my channel because that would be real. I mean, let's compare all the three microphones together. So this is the sound coming from the $20 DIY SM7B, and this is the sound coming from a $170 Shure SM7B microphone, and this is the sound coming from a $400 Shure SM7B microphone. Now, looking at and listening to all the three microphones, I think the $400 version is the ultimate good looking and good sounding microphone. However, the $20 version one beats them in terms of good sound quality, affordability, and the look maybe at 80% in my opinion. So the $170 version has less desirable sound quality compared to the original $400 SM7B. Oops, I just declared it fake. It is slightly noisier and muddy, but an average consumer may not tell the difference. And all the people you see online using the SM7B, most of them actually sound worse than any cheap microphone anyways. So who cares? In my opinion, this microphone has its place on your desk, especially if you care about the look of the Shure SM7B. Some people use these microphones live, but if you're doing some sort of post-processing, you could make this microphone sound even better than the original $400 Shure SM7B. This is a quick sample of a processed $170 Shure SM7B compared to this original $400 Shure SM7B microphone from North America. If you care about the surrounding sounds like typing on keyboard or mouse clicks, here is a sample of me typing some stuff on my keyboard and clicking for the $400 one, and this is a sample for $170. But again, these are simple things that you can control by applying a simple effect like a denoise or noise gate. In case you wouldn't be satisfied with the sound from this microphone, I looked into getting an actual capsule from Shure and installing it into this microphone. But looking at the cost, it's not worth it since it would cost $140 for the capsule plus $170 for the actual microphone from China, and that's a total of $310. In my opinion, it's not worth the trouble. I believe this microphone still has its place because we can all agree that the Shure SM7B is not the best sounding microphone at this point. Don't get me wrong, it's a great mic, although its design makes it so unique and desirable for most of us. So having another design option for under $200 with slightly lower sound quality is probably worth considering. So tell me in the comments section below, which one do you think sounds better and which one can you afford? Remember, whichever microphone you pick, you're gonna need to have a good interface and accessories that will help send that juicy signal into your computer, and that will add some extra cost. You can cut down that cost by investing in a USB microphone. So if you're willing to give up on that Shure SM7B look, go ahead and check out this video. Or maybe this is the one you need. See you there. Take care, guys.